What's going on with the Kern River? Well, you're about to find out.
This episode is brought to you by Kern River Fly Shop, the most reliable and accurate fishing report for the Southern Sierra and Kern River Valley area.
Hi you guys, welcome to the Sequoia National Forest. That's where I'm at right now. And I'm on a lovely creek high up about 8,000 feet. Whew. I can feel it in my breathing. I've been hiking around today. I could totally feel the altitude. The creeks in the Southern Sierra, there's literally hundreds of miles of them. And you can explore. And what I'm about to show you guys on this footage is some of the spectacular golden trout fishing that we have in the Southern Sierra. Showcase that if you do go out and explore the Sequoia National Forest and the Inyo National Forest, there's tons of creeks that you can catch golden trout on a fly rod. It's amazing. Let's go up a little bit higher up in there. It's pretty technical. The creek's pretty small. You have to be careful. Throw it up there. Gotta be accurate. And these guys are really spooky. Oh, there's one. Nicer fish. Awesome. Yeah, they're nice and fat. Yeah. That's fun stuff, man. A lot of you guys know that I'm pretty obsessed with warm water species, carp and bass and crappie. I love fly fishing for them. And we have this great fishery here, Lake Isabella, which is amazing. But I want to show you guys a couple of flies that I like to use out here. Here's one. This one's called a popper. It looks like a little frog. And then I have another one here. It's a little mini popper, which a lot of the bass really love here. So I love fishing with those. Just different colors. Yellow, chartreuse, and white are always great flies to use as well. I love using these kind of guys right here, a swimming shad. This one is an amazing fly in that it dips under. Like this, it comes under and then comes back up, and that's kind of fun. Another one that I like to use is this damselfly, and the damselfly is pretty awesome, and that we have a lot of damselflies here as well. And so cast this, let it land on the surface, then I give it a couple little twitches and they'll grab that as well. You can go to bigger size type poppers, which are super fun to fish. That's a good time. Let me show you guys some other great bass flies that I like to use. Here's these game changers are pretty sick right here, man. These things they move through the water really well. This is a bigger one. Different colors of those shad type patterns, poppers, hair type poppers, that sort of thing. These work really good. This one has a weed guard on it, so you can throw it into the weeds and bring it off the bank. Here's some other ones. I got tons of flies. for bass. This is one that you can get in the shop. This is kind of like a leech pattern type, where it swims through the water. It works fantastic. It's got some weight on the front, dives down, comes back up. It's a good fly. These mini game changers are probably like the #1. This one happens to be like the shad style. It looks just like the shad that we have in Isabella as well. Gosh, we even have you know, some of these. These are awesome. They have weight on them, and they're made out of chenille and tied, and this drops down like this, and you can work it just like a regular worm. This one's kind of beat up, but I'll show you. This is another really good fly that looks like a shad that goes through the water really well. Has a little weed guard here on it as well. I like to use this one. This one's heavy, drops down real fast. That's a lot of fun. You could use your everyday buggers that have little tails on them. Those are nice. Little crayfish style looking patterns that are kind of fun. These are amazing little creatures that swim. And what's really neat about Isabella is that we have bass, we have crappie, we have trout, we have carp, we have bluegill, we have salmon, if you didn't know that. And right now, a lot of the folks are actually going into the mouth of the river, and they're hanging out in the mouth of the river, and some of these bigger trout are moving into the river system, which is kind of neat. They're trolling all over the lake, and some of my friends are getting some pretty big fish just trolling with their conventional gear, and so they're having a lot of fun getting some giant trout, 4 or 5 pound trout, so that's kind of neat as well. But right now I'm going to go out and give the carp a whirl and also fish for some bass on top water before it gets windy. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm going to showcase some of that. All right, you guys, here on Isabella, and I'm going to do a little bit of bass topwater fishing at the moment. I'm using a 7'9" 3-weight St. Croix Connect, and great little rod for bass and trout and all those little smaller species that you might be using with the 3-weight. I'm going to be messing around. Oops. I'm going to be messing around in here with some bass, and we'll see how this St. Croix Connect handles a little bit bigger fish. We'll see what happens. So let's give that a try here. So I'm just going to throw this popper out in the middle of this big open slot here and just see if there's anybody hanging out in here. Looks awesome. Nice. So I'm going to give it a couple little pops like this, and then the ring goes out like that, as you can see. Kind of fun. So I'm just going to throw it right down the middle, and then I'll start working some of the edges here. Again, this is a 3-weight, you guys. If you guys get... Oh, one hit it. Aggressive little suckers. Oh, you wanted it. I mean, I don't think you can have much more fun with the 3-weight. Cool. Bass Utopia over here. Nice, man. Come here. So I'm going to show you guys this. Look at this, how he ate it. Look, just grubbed on that. Back. Go up here, see. Thanks, young fella. So it looks like the area to fish is kind of by these bushes. That dude just hammered that thing. And by the way, I like to use barbless hooks on these fish. So if I'm catching and releasing, I hook a fish and fight him. If he comes off, oh well, whatever. But if I get him in, I can take the hook out and let him go without hurting them. I'm trying to pry that thing out, you know.